Hello and welcome to Amethyst Star Crafting. My name is Jane Allmark and I'm a UK independent Stampin' Up demonstrator. And we were looking yesterday at what happens when our mojo goes, or we can't think of any inspiration, or we want to make some cards and we can't think what we can do. And I was saying that the catalogue is one of the great places to go to. And yesterday we had a go at making this card. And you don't need all of the supplies and everything. You can change it to your own way. And we ran out of time really, so I only managed to do one. But I thought today we would make this one because I really like this very much. I think it's got beautiful colours in it and it's very easy because there's, apart from the thank you, there's no stamping on it. So it's using the papers and some ribbon and things and just ways to sort of add a little bit of extra to a card. So I thought we would have a go at doing it, but again I'm going to do it my way and not do it exactly the same as this to show you that you don't have to. So the main ingredient of this is the papers. And we had a brief look at them yesterday, but not completely. They are called Fine Art Floral Designer Series paper. And you can always find the colours to use to tone in by reading underneath. So you've got Bumblebee, Flirty Flamingo, Merry Merlot, Mossy Meadow, Night of Navy, Old Olive, Petal Pink, Pool Party, Poppy Parade, Pumpkin Pie, So Saffron, Terracotta Tile and Whisper White. So you have virtually the whole colour palette that you can think of. Now, I've been using some of it, so I've cut it down, but I thought I would just show you again for the ones that are maybe new to my channel. You've got some very bright pieces on one side, and on the other side you've got a more muted pattern. So if you're somebody who doesn't like the really brights, you can tone it with the back. You've got these, let me turn it around this way, you've got these lovely papers again with the flowers, and on the back you've got like a burnt orange, so it's a terracotta tile. You've got these if you love blues and yellows, lovely colours on there. And on the other side, you've got these colours that I said, you know, look sort of icy and really lovely. And then this one, which has got the gorgeous greys on the background, and again, some really bright colours on that side. If you turn it round to the other side, again, for me, seas and seascapes and that sort of crashing sea type thing. Love those colours. This one, again, beautiful flowers on this side. And you can cut them out, which is what they've done on the card that was demonstrated. And on the other side, you know, again, beautiful sort of neutrally sort of patterns. And then this one, which is actually the stamp that is in the... So the stamp is, we've been using this quite a bit, the art gallery, and you can see this image is these images. So if you're stuck for ideas of colour tones, you've got your yellows, you've got your sort of purples, you've got your reds, and you can look at them and go, okay, fine, how did we get that colour tone? So you can use this as your inspiration. And on the other side, we've got this lovely pink one. So if we go back to the beginning, this is the piece that is used in this example here. And what they've done is they have fussy cut some of them out. Now, I know a lot of you think, oh, fussy cutting is very difficult. However, these images are, because they're quite sort of... they're done on oil, so it's an oil canvas where you sort of spread it in to give that sort of, you know, look. They're quite easy to cut out. You don't have to be overly precise. And what you can do is you can cut out a whole image, or the pieces that you cut down, you can just cut some pieces out of there. And that's what I've done. I've done the fussy cutting already because you don't need me to show you that or see that. Okay, so that's what we've done with the papers. If I bring this back in, then we can have a look. So I've taken, I'm going to take a white card base instead of this is So Saffron, but I'm going to take a white card base because I use white a lot and we always have a lot of white. And this is So Saffron, but I wanted to use Bumblebee because I think Bumblebee would work. So we're going to put the Bumblebee over on the top like this. I'm just going to get some wet glue and we're going to build it as we go. So literally just put, you can use whatever is your preferred. As you know, my wet glue is mine because it goes a very long way and you just don't need a huge amount either. So I'm just going to put this down in on the center and just line that up. Okay, I'm going to just pop this over to the side. How far away can I put it so that we can still see it? Let's put it up to about there. Right, you can still see it there. So I'm then going to be working on this bit down on here. Okay, so the papers, we have got the back side of this one, which is that. So we're going to have that there. We've got this, I'm not sure which paper this is, but I chose the one with the bumblebee in, and I'm going to put that on the second piece. And then this one is the one with the lovely sort of oranges and pinks. So we'll have this on that side. So you've got 3 papers, and I've cut mine at 1.5 inches by 3.5 inches, and that fits just perfectly on my paper. But cut them to whatever size you use, and then we're going to just put these on. So just going to take this with the wet glue, and then I'm going to put that, I'm going to put the paler part at the top, leave the border around the side that I want, so an equal border around this side and that side, so round there, which is about 1/4 inch. Then I'm going to take the other side, because I find if you put both of your sides down first, then the piece in the middle can actually go where you want it, and it just comes in as a piece in. It doesn't have to be as exact, if you see what I mean. So that piece is going to come down there. This piece then, whoops, will go in on the middle. So let's put this down here. And again, I'm going to have the paler part at the top. There's sort of a flash of a pale in, and then I'm just going to line this between the two, so I've got an equidistant between there, so it doesn't have to be absolutely perfect. Okay, so those are our 3 pieces on there. Then we've got the pieces, now these are the ones that I've just cut out, so we'll get those out, and you can see I've literally just cut the pieces in sort of the floral part, and then we can put them on as we want. So I can have one sort of up that way, one sort of up that way, and we'll have another piece sort of down at the bottom, I think. So, you know, I've just cut them sort of roughly, and you can see that they've done it in a sort of an arch so that it then goes down, and they've probably put them up with dimensionals. So let's have a go at putting them up with dimensionals. So I've got some dimensionals out. So we're going to put this one up first, I think, because it's the biggest one. And again, just play around with it. You can put it on as you want. And I'm literally just, let's just put some dimensionals in on here, like that. And I probably want a little one. Just put a little one in where that bit of leaf is going to come, so it's then not going to stick out. It's one of the good things about the minis. You can put them into small spaces, which just gives you the bits that you want. Okay, so this one is going to come in. Where did I have that? I had that sort of down that way, didn't I? Okay, so that's going to come up from there, in on there, and just put that in like that. Then this one is going to tuck in underneath. I'm going to just stick this one down, so we've got different levels coming through. And again, it's entirely up to you how you do this. You can stick it all down. You can put some up with dimensionals and some without, but I thought a combination of both. So this piece can just be stuck in underneath like that. Do I want it that way or do I want it that way? That way, I think. So we'll put that just in, so that's tucked in underneath and just coming down there. So as I say, we've got one up, one down. This piece is then going to go with dimensionals in on this side. So let's just pop some couple of dimensionals in on here. Like that. And again, I'm going to take just a mini for this little piece that's cut out up here to just pop that one in. But it's a very easy shape to cut out. It really is. It's not, it didn't take me very long at all. And, you know, you can see that I haven't done it overly precise. Now we're going to have it this way or coming down that way. The flower sort of grows up that way, doesn't it? So I'm going to have it like that and then just tucked in underneath like that. So let's take that in that way. So we've got the flowers going over the top. Then you can use whatever shape you want. So I've used, let me just have a look. I've used one from the poppies. So the poppy set, I had that, and that's going to go in like that. And we've got to put a thank you and a friend on there. Now, the friend is from the, what's it called? It is the words dies. So let me, hold on, let me just have a look. You've got the well said and well written, and you have the dies with that. So the friend is from that, and I've die cut that out already. And then the thank you is from the set, but I don't want thank you friend. I'm going to have, what am I going to have? I might have I'm thinking of you friend. You are lovely friend. Let's have a look and see which is going to work best on this. So we've got the friends to go down at the bottom. Congratulations, I'm thinking of you. That would work. You are lovely. I think you are lovely friend is probably quite nice, isn't it? That's a different one of having it, because as I say, I haven't got any thank yous. So we'll have you are lovely. Now I need to get a block to put those on. You just grab those out of here, because I don't think I've got this will work very well on our little thin block, which is great for words. You could also, if you wanted to, you could die cut this out, but as I say, we're not doing the die cuts on this. We've only got the friend, and if you haven't got the die for that, you don't have to use the die. You can just put a sentiment in the middle. So it is a matter of playing around with it. Now my old olive is getting very dry, so you can see me tapping away like a mad thing, because it really is, I need to get an ink refill for this. But as I was saying, in the UK we have problems at the moment with customs in getting our ink refills in. So I'm going to put this up at the top You are lovely. Press it down a little bit more than I normally would because my ink is pretty pale. So you are lovely. And then we have got the, I'll do that at the end. We've got the friend, which I've just put on there because I've got that little dot, and the little dot I always end up losing, but I've got the little dot on this one. So, whoops, there's that little dot, and we want that to come above the friend. So always try and make sure that I've got that there. Says me, I'm bound to lose it at the last minute. And we're going to put the friend just in underneath like that. So let me just, now the friend is a little bit big, or the word, sorry, is a little bit big. That's probably why they use thank you, but I think we can make it work. So let's just put some glue around on here. You can use our double-sided tape when you're doing die cuts and just do a whole pile of them out in different colours, and then all you have to do is to peel off the backs. But as I say, wet glue works perfectly as well. So let's have a look on here and see where we're going to put this. So we're going to have it down just so that it's underneath. Like that. So you are lovely friend. Little bit skew with, but that's okay. So that can then go in on here like that. And then they've got some ribbon on there, and again, as I said to you, I haven't got that ribbon. However, I've got some ribbon that, oh my goodness, this goes back a long time. Some of you who have been around with Stampin' Up for a long time will remember this ribbon. It was a chevron ribbon, and it was just really rather nice. I really liked it, but I didn't use it a lot. So I have a piece of that, and that can just go in on the bottom like that. So I am going to, with this one, I think it's got a right side and a wrong side. No, they're both exactly the same, so it really doesn't matter which way I use it. I'm just going to get some... have I got some? I'm just finding my, there it is. I thought it had fallen down. My Stampin' Seal, and this is my Stampin' Seal Plus. So I'm just going to put a little bit of that down on the centre. So take it from the middle, down on one side, and then just down on the other side. So that can then go, and as I say, you can use any ribbon you want. You can use the ribbon from the new one if you've got it. I haven't at the moment, so you know, use what you've got, but that just gives an extra little bit of something to it. Then we can put this on, and this is going to go on with dimensionals. So let's get the dimensionals out again, and I'm just putting them one on each side. We can put that up in like this. So you are lovely, whoops, friend, put that in across on there like that. And then you can see there's some little sort of sequins and gems and things. So, you know, again, get your box out and see what you've got. So I can have a look through and see. I've got some ones that are left over, the Noble Rhinestones. I've still got some of those. I've got, which would look quite pretty, I think, some of the wonderful gems which we had at Christmas. Now those colours, again, we've got red in there. They would look really rather nice. So let's have a go with those. Pokey tool, is my pokey tool out? Let me just grab it and take the pokey tool, and we can take, sometimes I use this end and sometimes I use the other end. The other end is actually quite good, the little spatula one, for taking up little pieces like this. So I think I'm going to do, now I haven't put that little eye in, have I? Let's do that to start off with. Nearly forgot it. So we want the little eye in here. So just put a little tiny blob in the centre. And then I am going to use the other end of the pokey toy. If you haven't got this, it really is one of the best things that I've found. You can use it on both sides. Let me concentrate a second while I put it down. There we go. There we are. So we've got the eye on there. It really is good. You've got a putty end for doing little sequins and things. You've got a spatula end, which is great for mixing stuff and all sorts. I just think it's lovely. Okay, so I'm going to put some of these big ones on, I think. So we'll have one just sort of up here. We'll have one down on this side. I think just about there will work. And let's put another one in the middle just there. Bit of a line, but I think that's all right. It's just added just a little bit of special in there. And I could put, let me just take one out of the smaller ones in the clear and just see what they look to have. Just wanted to maybe put a couple of, I don't want to put too much in there because it'll end up looking like another eye. So I don't know whether to put something in there or not. And I'd have to put 3. So let's just look, and I tend to sort of put them out and to see if it really works to put 1, 2, 3 maybe. Yeah, I think I am, because I want to fill in that little sort of space in there, but I'm not sure about, no, I'm not. I think it's going to be too much, and sometimes, as I say, I do put too much in there, and afterwards I go, that was a bit too much, I should have left it as it was. So I am going to leave that. I think that it would probably be better to have a smaller sentiment in there, but you can see if you look at the two, very similar. And it gave me inspiration straight away by looking at this and thinking, oh, right, how did we do this? So it then gives you ideas for other cards. You can put 3 things at the bottom, you can put things over the top. And this is how you can get inspiration when you think, oh, I can't think of anything today. So I hope you enjoyed this one. As always, thank you so much for all your lovely comments. They are so appreciated, and they really give me inspiration to carry on and bring you new ideas as often as I possibly can, 4 times a week at the moment. So again, please stay safe, please stay well, and please be kind. Bye-bye.